In Canada, most loggers use vast machines to remove the trees they fell from the forests. But one man is on a mission to prove there's another way of logging, with horses. It's just as effective and kinder to the forest. But it's a tough life.
The nature of the business is crazy. The person has to go into this game heads up. Hey, I love it. You know, extreme sports, extreme horse logging. You know, that's what it is.
Art Shannon has been wielding his chainsaw in the Canadian forest for about 30 years. He's passionate about logging with horses, especially with Max, his partner and friend, a 14-year-old Belgian draft horse with a broad white blaze who weighs a ton. Max makes it possible for Art to do the work he loves. It wasn't always this way for Art. He used to log the conventional way with machines. He remembers vividly the moment that changed his life 17 years ago as he took his lunch break after a morning's logging.
All of the right things were happening. The birds were around, the frogs were there, there was the whole micro ecosystem happening, you know, and I thought, oh, this is really nice, you know, and I spent a little extra time drinking my tea and got up and went to work. The next day, I went back to the same spot to have lunch, and I'd realized that my whole mindset had changed after lunch, and I'd forgotten all about that beautiful little ecosystem, and I had logged it, and I'd completely devastated that whole pond, and I had tops in the pond, and I had ruts going all over the place, and there was just that smell of mixed up organic soil with water, which is a barnyard smell. And there was nothing left of that ecosystem. It was finished. And I was looking around and thought, ooh, yeah, I don't know if I can live with this. And I went back to my roots.
Those roots go back a long way.
My grandfather, who is a great horse logger, he had a lot of respect for his horses. And we have just a great picture of him and my grandmother in long beaver coats and standing with this team of horses that were apparently Patty and Duke, that were just his favorite. You know, when a man has 12 teams of horses and he rents those horses out and he makes it his mission just to make sure that those horses are being looked after properly, he had a lot of respect for his horses. My dad was a lot like my grandfather. I think what he loved more than anything is, look, you know, this horse is doing this. So what's going on here? What do you think? And him advising me, or him coming and just hanging around for the day and saying, Art, you know, in a very nice, subtle way, why don't you try doing it this way?
I marked that one. I think we can still get one good log anyway, maybe a couple good logs out of it.
And now Art is following in his father's footsteps. He's teaching his son Seamus to log with horses.
I see it going down right here.
Seamus has been working with and learning from Art for 3 years now, and he cares as deeply as his father about working with horses in the forest.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. All right.
Art is delighted that Seamus has followed the family tradition and loves the horse logging life.
Yeah, go.
And he's especially proud of how Seamus, who hasn't been in the job long, is training his young and inexperienced horse, Ross. They seem to be building a close relationship.
Wow, he's got this horse going without reins. all on his own, had just trained Ross, and it's not an easy chore to do, to train these horses to work without reins. I thought, oh, I love it, because it wasn't so much Ross I was proud of my son. You can't ignore my grandfather, my father, me. I wouldn't feel as good as I do if I didn't feel very strongly that there is a very good future in horse logging. I would hate to put my son into something that he couldn't make a good living in and enjoy his life as much as I'm enjoying mine.
Art and Max's years working together have made them friends.
Well, let's go drag a log out there, buddy.
I get caught very often in the bush. You know, I'll have my arm around his head, patting away and just talking, just chattering away. Well, Max, you know, this is just a really good day, isn't it? This is really neat, you know, or, geez, Max, you know, look at that log you just pulled out. Isn't that just something? Holy smokes, you know, I can't believe that you got that log out. That is just great. And have somebody walk into the bush and catch me chattering away and look around and, who are you talking to, Art? My horse. I am that crazy guy, you know, but that's, you get caught. You get caught talking to your horse all the time, and I kind of think that is why we have a good relationship, is because it's just a partner that I respect implicitly, and I feel that his respect is returned.